Hello and welcome to another BZTV update. I'm Chris Dyer-Scalisi here with Nick Donato coming to you from our downtown Detroit office. And today we're going to be doing something a little different from our usual videos. We're going to take a bit of a closer look at the inner workings of Benzinga, and to do that I'm going to be talking with Nick Donato of our news desk about some of the intricacies of his very, very complex life.
Yes.
And one of the sort of more twisted paths that I'd like to weave down is how exactly you found yourself at Benzinga.
Absolutely. So I graduated with a finance degree from Michigan State in 2013. So obviously I got into college in 2009. So this is right after the financial collapse. It was super interesting. I didn't understand, why my dad lost his job. I'm searching for these answers, and I figured finance was the way to go into it, the way to kind of, explore the space, find out what happened. The reason I got interested in Benzinga was because I had always been interested in writing. Obviously, I had a finance background, so the two and two came together, and applied. Was hoping that I would get it. Had to do a couple weeks of hanging out with the desk, making sure I would mesh well with my fellow coworkers, and see if it would work out on the desk. And eventually, they hired me. So it turned out really well. It was a match made in heaven.
Yes, we're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Although you've been on longer than I have, so I hope you're glad to have me here.
Yeah.
Well, getting onto that, sort of over your time in Benzinga, what are some of the more interesting people you've had the opportunity to speak with? Because you're in the news desk day in, day out, talking with CEOs and industry insiders about breaking news topics.
Yeah, I'd say number one on that list is a name everyone knows, Mark Cuban. Always, has great insight. You think he doesn't, you think he might not know something, and he knows literally everything about the company. You're surprised about how much knowledge he has on some of these tech names. Another one is an activist investor for Greenlight Capital, David Einhorn. Had some great conversations with him. And then there's another, there's a CEO of this small firm. It's called Imprimis Pharmaceuticals, and Mark Baum, their CEO, super candid, and he's always trying to attack these, the Valiants, the Mallinckrodts, these high drug price abusers of the world, and it's fun always to talk to him. So he's another interesting guy.
Yeah, no, the biotech space is really cutthroat at times.
Very cutthroat, very cutthroat.
Well, sort of leading off on that, talking to all these people and sort of following all these breadcrumbs into the big news stories, what is one of the most standout stories that you've broken that has resulted or eventually led to like a huge reaction?
Yeah. So in 2016, I was working, was really focused on Herbalife for a while. I, developed a contact there who, was really informed, really knew what was going on, inner workings. And, one day I was talking to him, and he tipped me off, hey, there's something going on in the company. There might be a big announcement soon. You need to watch out for this. So we put out a little alert for our Benzinga Pro users, and sure enough, about 7 minutes later, and this is on August 26th, I believe, of 2016. Okay. And then 7 minutes later, after we posted on Benzinga Pro, Carl Icahn announced that he was buying 2.3 million more shares in Herbalife. Stock absolutely soared, and you put in all these hard work for these relationships in the industry, and it paid off. It was like 2 years of me working this contact, so it felt really good.
It should have. I mean, you have to. I mean, how guarded some of these people that you're talking to, because this is very guarded information.
Close to the vest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, if you want to hear more breaking updates like that, or see everything that Nick and the rest of the news desk is working on a daily basis, be sure to check out be sure to check out Benzinga Pro for the latest breaking financial news headlines. And if you want more updates like this and closer looks with the rest of the Benzinga crew, be sure to come back to BZTV YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, please let us know in the comments below. I'm Chris Dyer-Scalisi here with Nick Donato. Thanks for watching.